We welcome another member of the law enforcement community, Jill Myers, who is our candidate for county sheriff. Jill.
It's my understanding I only have 3 minutes, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay,
You'll
that'll
get
go
the
quick.
signal.
So as she said, I'm running for Grafton County Sheriff. I do have a website. I do have a Facebook page, so I encourage you to go look at those to get some of my background and kind of what my goals and vision are. I was born and raised in Grafton County. I was born in Littleton, raised in Landaff, New Hampshire. I don't know how many of you know where that is. But I've been here my whole life. I went to Plymouth State. I graduated from there with a criminal justice degree. And I'm a mom of three. I have three girls. They're 5, 6, 5, and 2. So just a little bit about me. But I really want to focus on some of my goals once I get into the sheriff's department. And as Marcy mentioned, mental health is a huge crisis right now that we're facing, especially in the law enforcement community, but everywhere. It's everywhere. So I really would like to sit down and just look into how we can create more resources for folks that are dealing with mental health crises, and how more resources for their family members, and getting everyone the help that they need to get through times like that. Also, how can we take care of our coworkers? Because law enforcement, you see a lot of stuff, and I think that's a huge part of keeping a good team and keeping everyone strong and healthy, is really looking out for everyone's mental health. And then also, how can we better aid the public? And there are training, actually it's roped into the academy now, mandated training on mental health, and every officer has to do it. Everyone needs it to keep their certification, which is great. And we need to continue down that, but we need to look into how we can use that more to create resources for the public. Another thing, as Marcy mentioned, is the drug epidemic, and that kind of ties in with mental health, the mental health crisis, and really identifying the underlying issues, so you can really actually help those folks with an addiction, and just getting them on a good track and getting them the resources that they need so they can get through it. So those are two big things that we should be focusing on, especially in law enforcement, and we see it every day. And then
have 1 more minute.
Okay. I would push for a proactive policing, because at the sheriff's department, you are law enforcement and you can respond to calls. And I believe that would be really beneficial to all the smaller communities that don't, like Marcy said, are short staffed. And really, if we're in the area, we should be responding to calls with them. And then another thing would be to put more emphasis on the fugitive warrant list, which is currently over 400 warrants. And really, we need to do better for our victims, and we need to hold folks accountable for the crimes that they've committed. And there really needs to be an emphasis on working on that. And then my last thing real quick would be regionalization. And just like I said, the smaller communities that have short-staffed departments or no departments at all, just coming together and getting everyone on the same page. And especially with trainings, that would be huge to get everyone on the same page and get everyone training together whenever possible.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So as I'm sure you know, those of us who subscribe to the Valley News saw the articles in the paper this weekend about your concerns with the office, and there was a second one about your spouse. And I wondered if you could take some time to comment on those two articles.
Yes. So as Jeff Siegler noted, the Human Rights Commission matters in regards to the article on me are confidential by law, and as such, I cannot discuss or confirm or deny anything about those. And as far as the issue referenced with my husband, all I can say is it's really easy for someone to go into a court and make a bunch of allegations to get a temporary order passed. He has not been to court yet for the final decision. He hasn't even gotten a date yet for that. So I have all my trust in the judicial process, and I know that this will turn out in his favor. And in regards to the second part of that article, that's just a complete farce, and no one even asked him about that incident. It wasn't even an incident because it's all false. So I would be happy to discuss anything else with anyone if they have other comments, concerns. You can reach me through my Facebook page, my email, and then my phone number as well.
Okay. And I think that is our time. Am I correct, Martha?
Yeah, we just had one more question, which was sort of more general. Was there the question about
Yes, I
morale?
just didn't know if we had more time. The
Yeah.
We have
question,
time. We have another
Okay.
minute or so.
oh, okay.
So why don't
So
we answer that question?
you had campaigned on a promise to improve the department's morale, and I wondered if you could tell us what your concerns are.
So as some of my, like Mike Tamulonis and Eric James had mentioned, the union that they're trying to pass, the sheriff's department is trying to pass, I believe that's entirely based off of the current sheriff's behaviors and the fact that they are scared that something might happen to them where he might turn against them, and they're just looking for protection. So I would just like to get in there and just be as fair as possible, follow the actual policies of the department, which haven't been followed as they should, and just really improve the group. Right now, it's a bunch of individuals that work there, and I really would like to see that be the family atmosphere that law enforcement is used to.
Okay, thank you.